I'm going to make the NYXI Wizard that much better. So if you didn't know, NYXI released the Wizard, which has been gaining a lot of hype, and I've done my first look, I've done a versus video, so check out those at the end of this video as well. But I wanted to make this controller that much better and a little bit more authentic because, of course, well, you know, it's very, very reminiscent of this controller, and well, you can see that the sticks are slightly different, right? So this is the original, this is the Wizard, and as you can see, well, you know, they're not the same, are they? But we can actually take them off entirely. So what I wanted to do is replace them. So what I have just here is some actual GameCube joysticks and a C-stick just here. So I wanted to replace them with these, but I don't think they're going to fit properly, so we might have to modify them very slightly. So comparing them together, you can see that, well, the sticks are a little bit different. This one on the right, which is more of like a replica of the original, is a little bit bigger. You can see like how big the dome is just there. The dome is a lot taller than this one. So this one's got a shorter dome and a longer stem, whereas this one has a shorter stem and a longer, like a bigger dome just there. So I imagine that's probably the same with the C-stick and this one just here, which definitely is. You can really see it there, look, how much like larger the dome is on this one. And also you've got to look underneath. This one, which is the Wizard stick, has like an even cutout, whereas this one does not. So if I try and put the C-stick on, I don't think it's actually going to fit properly. So let's just try and push it on there. I mean, it kind of goes on. Oh, I really have to push that to get it on there because the actual design of the stick isn't correct. I mean, it's actually gone on there, which I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting that to go on there. So let's just try the other one. I've got to line it up properly. And yeah, this one doesn't really want to go on there. I don't want to break it. Oh, there we go. This one's going on. Right, okay, they're on, but I really don't think they're gonna fit correctly. Because like I said, I think they're a little bit too big, but let's just try it, shall we? So here's the cap. I'm gonna lock that back on just there. I'm gonna pop that one on just like that. Now it's looking a little bit better, right? So here we go. This is the actual C-stick just here, and there is, you know, the actual original style. But there is a little bit of rub. So when I'm moving this, it's actually like scraping, I think, like on the actual gate itself underneath. So I think I'm gonna have to take these off and modify them very slightly. Oh, and I've just noticed they're really, really difficult to get off now because there's nothing to grip. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to try and sort of like carve away a bit of that inside bit and maybe try and sand the bottom of that dome down a little bit. But annoyingly, I don't really have the right tools. I'd probably need a very, very small Dremel to get in there and just like sand it away nice and easily, but I don't have that. And all I really have is a pair of wire cutters just here, a small screwdriver, and some 1000 grit sandpaper. Let's see what I can do with that and see if I can make it fit a little bit better. Okay, so I've managed to sort of scrape away some of the like insert bit. So they're a little bit more like the original shape now that came with the controller, as opposed to, you know, that like sort of squared off bit underneath. So I've just kind of scraped it with a screwdriver, but now I'm gonna try and sand some of the base off. So you can see there that I'm just literally sanding in a circular motion to try and reduce that dome a little bit so that it will stick down a little bit further. So you can see I've actually taken quite a bit off just here, so we'll test that in a minute, but I might as well go ahead and do the other one. And again, on this one, you can see I've taken a fair bit off. Okay, so after sanding the bases of these down for a few minutes and sort of scraping the insides out to make it more of like a rectangular sort of fit, let's see if they fit better. All right, so they're on. They went on a bit easier. I'm just pushing them down a little bit to see if that helps them go in a little bit more. And let's put the gates back on. Let's see if we've stop the rub. That's definitely better. That is definitely better. They definitely sit down better. The C stick is perfect now. Like, I'm not getting any resistance at all on that. So that is perfect. That fits absolutely great. I'm not getting any resistance from that at all. This one, just a little bit of resistance. Much better than it was originally when I just straight swapped them. They went on easier and they definitely have like shrank down a little bit, stopping that sort of rub, at least on the C stick. And to be fair, let's just try and stick it on there a bit harder. I don't want to break the sticks, but let's try it. Oh, okay, it's fixed. There's no resistance. There's no resistance there now. So that's perfect. That's spot on. So there we go. I've made the NYXI Wizard better in every way, right? Because I saw so many people saying, oh, I wish it was original. I wish it had the C stick. I wish it had the original stick. Well, you can do it. You can do it. It just takes a bit of time, a bit of sandpaper, or, you know, if you've got Dremel or anything like that, it'll probably be way easier. And you've got to take in consideration as well, I just bought some cheap, like aftermarket sort of replacement sticks from Amazon. I'll leave the link down in the description if you want to use the same ones I've got, but they might be a different spec. You might find someone else like reproducing these sticks that maybe are already a little bit shorter or whatever. I've not bought these before. This is the first time doing this, so I'm not too sure if they're all the same, but yeah, this works. This definitely works. There's no resistance on that at all now. So, you know, and you can see it returns to the center absolutely fine. And the same with this one, there's no resistance there at all, and it returns absolutely fine. It's not gonna get stuck or anything like that. So you could totally make the NYXI Wizard like the original. Woohoo! I think that's an accomplished effort, don't you? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. Would you do the same thing? Because I saw so many comments in the other videos saying, I wish I had those sticks. And well, now we've seen it's possible, right? So go down there, subscribe. But before you go anywhere, if you haven't seen them already, go and watch my first impressions of the NYXI Wizard just here, which is an in-depth look, and the versus video as well that I've done with the retro flag handheld controller. And of course, the review of this controller will come soon after I've done some more extensive testing. So stick around and I'll see you later.